Hey guys, welcome to video 2 of AJS News this week. As you can tell, Alex is out on vacation in Japan. We hope he's having a wonderful time. Very, very jealous. So hopefully I do a good job of the news, filling in, tell me what you think. And we got Little Joe filling in for Alex. How you feeling, Little Joe? Oh, okay. Always the angry man. See, he likes to keep, angry. So always stay angry. Sempus oratus. If I said that right in Latin, I don't know Latin. So.
Hey, buddy, getting ready for your date tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna give her my horn of plenty.
Oh, that's what this is. Man, I don't want to be rude, but at like this, it doesn't look like it's plenty.
What are you talking about? This is plenty.
I mean, it's just you've got so much of this stuff covering up your horn, and it's covering it up.
Well, I tried removing all of it, but it just looked weird.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. I would just pull it back a little bit. You want it to frame your horn, not completely encase your horn. Do you know what I mean? Wow, you got a great looking horn now.
Looks way better now.
What's with the eggplant though?
She specifically requested an eggplant. Look.
I'm sure she's gonna love this horn, but you're also gonna need this lawnmower 4.0.
What's this for?
Guys, don't let unwanted body hair get in the way of your good stuff. Go to manscaped.com/Angry Joe Show for 20% off and free shipping. It's time for a new look. Get Manscaped today. Anyways, so jumping into what else has happened. Well, there's some big news stories, like Elon Musk and Twitter. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Oh my God!
Call of Duty. But we'll start right now with Final Fantasy. So Final Fantasy 16, I'm starting to get a little hyped, because we recently got into Final Fantasy. Alex has kind of, revealed the amazingness of the sevens and some of the classic ones, and some of the cool ones have been good recently. So Final Fantasy 16, which is going to release on PlayStation 5 next year, has been revealed to the length reveal, and that's so hard to do these days. I remember when I used to go to fucking E3, and one of my questions when I'd get in interviews is how long is the game, and I don't. They never want to say, right, because it might be too short. It'd be like 4 hours. 4 hours, but we'll see. But no, they usually keep it quiet. But actually, they revealed about the length of Final Fantasy here. Hiroshi Takai revealed that the game story will take about 35 to 40 hours to complete, just the story, but that there's a lot of extra content, and it's going to take about 70 hours to finish all the extra content. So that's a good amount for an RPG.
Oh, yeah.
Particularly the Final Fantasy franchise, when you factor in that, they got a lot of cutscenes, they got a lot of story, it's all very high production value, so I'm really looking forward to getting hyped on this 16, a new story, so something we can all jump into and start together. And speaking of that, the next story is Final Fantasy 16 will be a PlayStation 5 exclusive. So if you're Xbox, it's like, fuck, can't do it. However, only 6 months. So there is only a 6-month window on that, and this was displayed at the 14-second mark of one of their videos called PlayStation Play Like Never Before. PS5 exclusive, so it kind of hide it, It's like, because obviously
they're okay with that.
We're like, this is exclusive to PlayStation. Only for 6 months. You know what I mean? So they kind of have to display it, but they hide it there. So that hopefully that means that people on Xbox and I don't know, maybe eventually PC will get to experience Final Fantasy 16, which you're probably going to want to if it turns out to be fucking cool. So while it was previously known that it was going to be a PlayStation exclusive, the length of time was not confirmed, and that length of time that it's exclusive pales in comparison to other titles that are exclusive for longer, like Forspoken. Foreskin, the game we call
Yes.
Foreskin. That one actually has a exclusive to PS5 too. That's going to launch January 24th. What the fuck? There's a lot of games launching in January and February. We're going to need to equip here. But that one's going to be a PlayStation exclusive for 2 years. So you're not going to get a hold of that until January 23rd, 2025. But I don't know if you want to grab hold of Foreskin or not, but you're not going to be able to. Only PS5 owners will be able to grab hold of it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know. That one, the visuals look cool. I'm a little suspect on the story. Is it going to be interesting? I don't know. So we'll see. So that's
not really too hyped for that game.
Yeah. What about Final Fantasy 16? You need to see some of the trailers because
Yeah,
I don't
need to
think you've
see
been looking
trailers.
up anything.
No,
on
I
it.
haven't.
All right. Well, throw up some of the trailers for
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 16 here because I'm starting to get hyped and interested. So, moving on. Our next news story we have Phil wants to talk to Activision. Why does Phil Spencer of Xbox want to sit down and talk with Activision? Well, this is exciting for me because he wants to talk about classic real-time strategy games like StarCraft. I'm like, what? These days, RTSs, they don't make any money. You know what I mean? The it's niche of niche of niche. It used to be huge. Remember when the days of StarCraft 2, like everybody knows fucking Koreans they're the best at the competitive version of the game. But so it's a global thing. But nowadays, not that many RTSs. Our boys over there at THQ Nordic, they're the ones kind of releasing some RTSs, and they love us. We love it, and we love them for loving it. But Phil Spencer apparently wants to talk about the back catalog and opportunities that we might have with, because they are acquiring Activision Blizzard, so they want to see if they can get. So he says, quote, "The first thing I would say is I'm not allowed to make any decisions about what happens at Blizzard or Activision. So all this is just kind of talking and thinking about what the next opportunity is. But you're absolutely right. Not only StarCraft, but Warcraft. And when you think about the heritage of RTS games that we're talking about here, specifically from Blizzard, and I don't have any concrete plans today because I can't really get in and work with the teams right now, but StarCraft was a seminal moment in gaming, right? And from an esports perspective,
That
it
was
huge.
everywhere.
And he's like talking about, I am excited to getting down and sitting down with the teams at Activision and Blizzard to talk about their back catalog and the opportunities that we might have. So I'm going to dodge any other questions to say that it's not something I can actively work on right now, but the thought of being able to think about what could happen with those franchises is exciting to me. So I'm thinking that means maybe we'll see some, maybe they'll throw it up on Game Pass if they haven't already, or some remasters or something, while in anticipation of maybe future games. So the fact that Phil Spencer is an RTS fan, so you need a man in charge who's like, all right, well, even though these aren't making that much money, let's maybe take a look at them. So that makes me excited, because even Bobby Kotick, oh God, of Activision, did say has expressed a desire for the company to revive classic franchises under Xbox. So you would think that would have to at least include some of the biggest franchises, which were Warcraft, RTS, StarCraft, RTS. So we'll see. What else has happened in the last week? Well, we got the big one. This is, I use Twitter in order to update my,
I barely
viewers.
use it anymore.
I know we don't. If I didn't use
point.
right, if I didn't have show updates, I don't
Yeah.
really. The engaging in policies is just so fucking exhausting. I'm like, I don't really care. Every once in a while, I'll throw something out there, but it's mainly just to update people on the show when things go live and what I'm working on next. And I like my community there, but man, Jesus, I have never seen such a colossal implosion and disaster after Elon Musk is
It's
taking
getting
over.
worse and worse every day.
It's only been like a week or two, and he's making the worst decisions. I think it kind of dispels any notion of these mega billionaires being like ultra smart in level with how many billions of dollars they have. No, that's not. He's making a bunch of dumb decisions. So to just kind of go over it, this is a $44 billion flex basically that he did to protect free speech.
To try to
Mainly
back
just
out of
certain
well.
people, right-wing views were getting. He was saying that they getting kind of silenced, and he was like, "I'm gonna buy this," and then he tried to back out, and then they forced him to purchase it after some potential market manipulation and lawsuits for it. So motherfucker got finessed into spending $44 billion in something that he didn't want to purchase anymore. So. He kind of once he got the platform, he started unbanning a bunch of, mostly right-wingers that were kind of spreading misinformation and false stolen election conspiracy theories. So that already was, some of the advertisers are like, hey, what's going on here? It's like, what are we doing? And then he was pondering the $20 a month for Twitter Blue. I'm like, holy shit! Anybody that has a check mark, we got to get them. The people fuck over the the blue check marks. And then he settled on $8 a month after bargaining with Stephen King. Man, Stephen's like, what? Funny, I'm leaving. And he's like, what about $8? Wait, what about the $8? You want to spend $8?
No, I'm good. I don't need a blue check mark.
Motherfucker, I don't need a blue check mark either, Joe. It's so get this. There's only, I made this tweet earlier. There was only like 400,000 blue check marks, right? So if you're only making $8 a month off of 400,000 people, you're only in the millions and not the billions. It would take 1,127 years to pay off, his fucking expense. Because that's not really where Twitter makes their money. Twitter makes their money on advertisers. This is like 75 to 90% advertising. And that's where the sky is falling. The whole place is on fire because advertisers are pulling out because he's fucking doing weird ass shit. And people are worried about the direction. So after he announced that $8 a month, he posts a meme about people buying coffee. Right, the little Starbucks coffee. People will buy Starbucks coffee for $8, but they won't buy my $8 a month service that gives them nothing. I mean, at least coffee charges you for the whole day. This service gives you some pixels next to your name that is blue. It does give you priority, like when you tweeted something. When somebody looks at the thread, your tweet should be towards the top. But he's like creating a problem. He himself is creating because he's saying Twitter Blue for everybody now. So now people can impersonate each other for only $8 a month, right? And so that's what a lot of people were worried about. And then the motherfucker fires half his fucking staff, including the content moderation team. It was a part of a lot of those. And then a next story, and this is all happening like day after day. Some are suing him in certain states because he didn't give a 30-day notice. And then what kind of fucking jerk takes over and it's like, you're all fired. Brings his kitchen sink. He's like, you're all fired. Bro, we have lives. You want to give us at least a heads up notice? But he says we gave them a bigger severance package than normal and stuff like that. So he did try, I guess, to help some of those people. But he says, nothing will change. And then when advertisers started to pull out, he's like, nothing's changing in the content moderation, even though he's making tons of changes and permanently banning some people and permanently unbanning other people. And so advertisers are starting to leave. And then he gets in a public fight with one of the advertisers that left. The man you cannot control him on Twitter. He can't help himself. And the advertiser's like, bro, we didn't leave because left-wing groups are activists are forcing us to leave. It's like, no, they made us aware of something. We did our research. We looked into it. I don't want to fucking support the platform anymore, I'm worried about the direction it's going, the person in charge. This is why I pulled out. And then he gave him a snide comment. And I was like, dude, you're fucking attacking the people who is giving you money. It's like, this is not good business sense.
He just needs to stay off Twitter.
He needs to stay off Twitter. He bought Twitter, but Joe, I bought this thing For $44 billion, I'll fucking say whatever the fuck I want. I didn't want to buy it. No, this guy's unbanned. That guy's banned. Because guess what? So after he gets in the public fight with the advertisers who left, he's now asking some of the forced fired employees to come back. Please, he fired a bunch of people. Now he's asking, can some of you come back? It was a mistake. Some of them were a mistake. We need We need your help in the content moderation, and we need your help in building the things that I want for the future. It's like, then why did you what is it? And yeah, and he's just acting a fool. He's like mocking a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of left-leaning people on Twitter. I don't really see him mocking any right-wing, but even the right-wing has got mad at him at one point for doing some shit, and then he tweeted like, I pissed off both the left and the right. I'm doing something right. And it's like, it's okay. So he recently banned some accounts impersonating him. These accounts are trying to show, dude, if you let anybody spend $8 a month, they're going to start changing their names and impersonating. So a lot of people were trying to show him that, and he started banning them outright. There's a himself, even though he says, I'm not going to make any changes. The content moderation team is going to do it all. But now a motherfucker owns $44 billion. What would you say to me? Fuck you. And he's doing permanent bans on the ones that were doing his name. So some of these people, Kathy Griffin, it's comedians. Kathy Griffin, she's fucking annoying, but she tried to do it. She got banned permanently. Sarah Silverman, permanent ban. Rich Sommer, actor dude in one show, got permanent ban for doing it. So, and he says the parody, it's like from now forward, all accounts impersonating me and anybody else have to have parody clearly written in the there. And so Ethan Klein did it, and he put parody in there. And he got banned anyway, even though he put parody in there. So, yeah, I don't really think. And he's like, well, but he got banned because it wasn't in the title. It has to be in the description and the title. So he says these are permanent bans. And so after he banned a bunch of people, then the right is all like, well, wait a minute. I thought we weren't doing permanent bans. That was the whole point. It was free speech, no permanent bans. You're unbanning people, but now you're banning. So even they are on him. So anyways, it's just a fucking mess over there. So, and then finally, to wrap it up, he posts this thing. He's like, I bought this for free speech. I bought this to make a better platform. But guess what? Somebody tweeted at him when he was complaining that all the advertisers were pulling out. And he's like, this is unfair. These, they're pulling out. One guy was like, well, I think that you should sue all these left-wing groups that are, convincing them to pull out, even though they're adults. They're making their own decision. And he goes, yes, we already are. So the motherfucker is the one that's talking about free speech. If you support free speech, why are you suing those who are exercising free speech? It doesn't make any sense to me. So, anyways, it is a colossal disaster as we watch Twitter, go up in flames.
There's gonna be more.
Somebody needs to take away his Twitter account. He owns Twitter. Somebody needs to get him to shut up. Because if you shut up...
need somebody else to mediate. It's like, no, don't say that.
Exactly.
Let's say this instead.
If he truly wants to do all this for free speech and all this kind of stuff, then don't sue people that are exercising free speech off the platform, and he's suing them off the platform. But it just doesn't make any sense to me. And honestly, the advertisers are just going to pull out even more now with all of this weird-ass behavior. If he would have just took over, walked in there with the kitchen sink, and said nothing, I think things would be a lot better. So it is a colossal, funny disaster to see go up in flames. So I don't know how much longer we're going to be on Twitter or how that'll be around. Maybe they'll recover, but they're losing. He even revealed, he's like putting financials out there. They're like losing $4 million a day, and that's why he was like, I have to fire people because we're losing $4 million a day. But can you guys come back? I was just kidding. I need you back. All right, next one is Overwatch 2. A new hero has been revealed. Ramatra, And of course, she's locked behind. This is going to be the first time the players are like dealing with locked behind the battle pass. So this was revealed during the Overwatch League finals last Friday. What is she? She's a shape-shifting warlord that can transform between defensive and offensive modes. I saw it looks really cool. Like we like Overwatch too, and we would like to play it a little bit more. Unfortunately, it requires players who don't want to pay to grind their way through 55 levels to unlock him. It's not her, him. So, looking forward to this new champion in Overwatch 2. Looking like a kind of Magneto, Charles Xavier kind of stuff. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And actually, the person who voiced Godric in Elden Ring is voicing this character.
Oh, okay.
So some cool crossover there. Next up is while Twitter may be crushing and burning and losing $4 million a day and losing a lot of money, Call of Duty is making buku money. We're talking insane. So Call of Duty has hit, Joe. How much do you think Call of Duty has made in 10 days?
100
Just
million.
10. We're just talking 10 days. Okay, 100
100
million.
million.
$1 billion. $1 billion in 10 days.
Jesus Christ.
It reached that milestone faster than any past Call of Duty title. Wow.
We've been having a lot of fun with it. Check out the review.
Check out our review. We just put it out. Now, the previous record holder, guess what? It was, surprisingly, I thought it would be like some of the more recent Call of Duties, even though they suck. Or maybe Modern Warfare would have been one that could be a candidate, the remake in 2019. But no, it was actually 2012's Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 reached 1 billion in 15 days. So Black Ops, that's a bigger one. That's one of the ones that people like. But anyway, so this one got there way faster. 800 million in 3 days, and then it took a little longer to get to 10 days. So yeah, you're gonna make all your money up front, it seems like, and then it kind of, like when you put out a YouTube video, it gets all the views, and then by the third by the fourth or fifth day, barely trickle. But yeah, wow.
$1 billion.
1 billion in revenue, and they've amassed 1 billion matches. So they got $1 a match, basically. 1 billion matches, 200 million hours of game time. The incredible momentum, this is a quote, driving Modern Warfare 2 is a direct reflection of the energy and passion of the Call of Duty community. No, you mean it's a direct reflection of their wallets. But all right, fine. As we look ahead to an unprecedented level of support for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0's launch next week, we are motivated to deliver yet again for the best player community in the world. So they're really talking up their fans. Of course, if your fans give you $1 billion, you better say thank you.
They're the best. That's amazing.
Wow. And it's only going to get more money, bro, because, Warzone itself makes, buku money. And so now we're getting Warzone 2 added next week. Looking forward to playing Warzone 2. If you don't know, that's releasing on November 16th. That's going to be another huge launch. And that also has the new DMZ mode, which is the Tarkov. Me and Joe haven't really played a lot of that. We played Marauders. Check out that indie game. That's kind of like a Tarkov in space where you're flying in little ships and then you can board other ships. It's really cool. So Call of Duty is going to do their own Tarkov in the mode called DMZ. But oddly, and I'm actually kind of concerned about this, Joe, why the fuck haven't we seen any videos on DMZ? Have you seen a video on DMZ?
No.
I was researching it, could not find a video on DMZ. In my review, I found the announcement of the guy talking about it. Well, we're going to have DMZ. And on the side, there's a little thumbnail that says DMZ. Not even a picture of what it looks like. I'm like,
it's coming out next week, too, right?
It's a problem. Yeah, it's coming out next week. It's like, is this a problem? I'm sure maybe sometime this week we're going to get news on it, right? But as of 2 p.m. right now, it's 2 p.m., I don't see a video for it. So they're going to make me look like a liar when it pops up 10 minutes while you're editing the news. So anyway, so Call of Duty is huge. And we have some other miscellaneous entertainment news here. The Star Wars TV show I am very excited about, The Acolyte, which focuses on the dark side. They just confirmed their cast, and production has begun. So who is in it? Amandla Steinberg and Lee Jong-jae, the Squid Game guy, will star in the show alongside Carrie-Anne Moss from The Matrix. Manny Jacinto, Delphine Keene, Jodie Turner-Smith, Rebecca Henderson, Charlie Barnett from Russian Doll, and Dean Charles Chapman from Game of Thrones. So they've announced basically their full cast, and production has begun. So we are definitely getting this, and hopefully it will be good. They describe it as a mystery thriller that takes place in the final days of the High Republic era. Viewers will see a world of shattery secrets and emerging dark side powers. A former Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they ever expected. So they're going to encounter some Sith, I think. So I just love Sith, and I was invested in the show thinking that this was going to be full-on dark side.
Dark side.
But I don't know. From that description, it's like former Padawan reunites with a Jedi Master to investigate a series of crime. Hopefully, those two are a supporting cast, and we have the evil.
I would like that. Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Just see the dark side.
But we'll see. We'll see if Disney has the balls to do something like that. So, you know who else has balls? James Cameron. He might end his Avatar series after 3 movies.
After 3.
Joe is flabbergasted. He doesn't know what to say about that. Joe, I thought it would be fine if you ended it after 1 movie.
Me too. I forgot the other one's coming up soon. Right?
Oh, we just got downvoted to hell, Joe, because there's some hardcore Avatar fans. Now, why is this news, right? Well, remember when back in 2009, which is the highest grossing movie of all time at that time, he announced that not only would there be an Avatar, 2 and 3, but there's also going to be a 4 and a 5. Remember? Because we were like, damn, man,
that's a lot.
That's a lot of Avatar, right? And so just now he was like, maybe I'll stop after 3 because these are hideously expensive. And he said, quote unquote, the market could be telling us we're done in 3 movies, or we might be semi-done, meaning, okay, let's complete the story within movie 3 and not go endlessly if it's just not profitable. Cameron explained to Total Film.
So on Avatar 4, there's going to be people painted blue. It's like, it's too expensive, so we got to paint them blue.
They stopped using the amazing CGI. Yeah, Avatar 4 and 5, dude. Sweet. What is it called when they do cardboard box? It's like Sweeted or something like that.
I would watch it though.
I would watch it too. Of course you would. You watch a bunch of crappy B movies. So yeah, Cameron wonders if a big event movie like Way of the Water might still be able to find an audience in 2022. We'll find out. Because I think this comes out here in December. We're in a different world now than we were when I wrote this stuff even. It's going to be a 1-2 punch. So he already filmed them back to back. So you're getting 2 and 3 no matter what. So we'll see. I guess he's basically kind of seeing if it makes buku money. I'm curious. Does it have to make $1 billion for him to do 4 and 5? I honestly don't care. I think how much money it makes should not dictate your story. You know what I mean? Your story needs to be written and told and fucking have some integrity. And it's like, this is what I want to say. It's going to take me this long to say it. And no. But then you're done and it makes $1 billion. And you're like, okay, I also forgot to say this. We'll see. All right. And that's basically it. I've got a few other little things here, like Stranger Things just announced a VR game. And talking of, we hope that the Acolyte is villain-based. This game is villain-based. You will be playing as Vecna, the villain from Season 4, and you can use all his abilities. You can invade the mines and conjure nightmares. And Become an explorer of unknown realities as you form the hive mind and tame the void. Invade minds and conjure nightmares in your quest to enact revenge on 11 and Hawkins. So you're kind of like exploring that.
You able to kill them?
That plane. Yeah, of course. Because then season 5 never happened. So of course you're going to be able to kill him. No. We don't think.
Boo.
I don't think you.
You
Yeah.
killed him in such a gruesome way, though.
Right. So that kind of sounds cool if you're like exploring like that other world, because it could be
Upside
cool.
down.
But then when they goes on to explain a little more of the game, players will invade the dreams and memories of fan favorite characters and harvest telekinetic powers to battle humans and creatures alike. As Henry Creel's transformation into Vecna and his influence on the events of prior seasons is revealed. So that has me a little worried because it's like, wait, is this just a clip show of like previous, the memories? But we'll see. I think.
And when is that out?
Well, that one is the exact date on it, 2023. They don't have an exact date on it.
Get it for the PS5.
Right, yeah. In other VR news, if you watched our other video, you can get it for $550 PSVR 2, plus the fucking, I don't know, $50 this is going to cost, so $600 to go into the memories of 11. Nah, I think I'm good. Anyways, that's all we got for you guys. Yeah, thank y'all very much. Joe, any news stories that you saw over the weekend? What have you been playing? What have you been doing over the weekend, damn it?
Call of Duty.
All right, yeah, cool,
And Snap.
man. Yeah, Call of Duty and Marvel Snap. So check those two out. We don't have a video on Marvel Snap. Maybe we'll stream some today, because we're waiting around for God of War. No, we don't have an early review copy. I actually didn't even ask for one because we were so busy with, some of these other games. So we're going to get it at the same time you get it. So please give us some time to produce the review, play through the game, which I hear is very, very good, Joe. It is getting 9s and 10s.
9s and 10s.
Yeah, and well, I did see a recent news story. It was like 30 minutes ago. A guy gave it 6 out of 10 and started getting death threats. It's like, Jesus Christ, why
That's too extreme. Come
why
on.
are gamers like this? I'm okay with you if you call him an idiot, but it's like, well, shouldn't you at least play the game first before you call somebody an idiot or something, and go crazy? But I don't know. That's just the way gamers are sometimes. It's like, your console is shit. That means you're shit. Which is an evolution of our friend. When we were in middle school, someone went up to our friend Justin Martell and was like, "The Dolphins suck, and so do you." And he just started fighting, and he just kicked his ass, and then got expelled. I still remember that. So yes, tribalism kind of sucks, y'all. So it's. Extreme cases, as you can see with what's happening with Elon Musk on Twitter and fucking Kanye losing billions of dollars. It's getting crazy. So just everybody relax. Relax, please. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. We want to thank our sponsors, Manscaped, and we hope you enjoyed the news. And we will be looking forward to playing God of War with you guys on stream. So come hang out with us at twitch.tv/Angry Joe Show over this weekend as we review that game. And a lot of good gaming goodness. So looking forward to it. All right, guys. See you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye.
Bye, guys.